friends, how are you? I am working in my pantry today. It's not really my main goal. I'm just working in here for a few minutes, I should say. I've been just kind of slowly this week, like every day, like I come in and work in here for like, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes, move stuff around, throw stuff away. Like this is super old. Okay. Like I have these giant jars of broth. Here I'm moving them up a shelf to a little bit higher spot because we haven't really been using them a lot. And I don't know if I'll ever use them. I mean, honestly, this is like the last stuff that my husband made. So as weird as that sounds, I don't know if I'll ever make, like use of any of that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna stick it up here so I can use the shelf I can actually get to. We might. Like these are cowboy candy jalapenos. These are the last 3 jars that I have left that my husband made for me. This even has my initials on it. So he made those for me. I don't know how if I'm gonna eat those this summer or get those home, or I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah. Okay, I cleared a shelf off. Yay me. Now I can move some things around. Okay, so in the last few days I've managed to clear these 2 shelves off right here so that the roommate and the family could utilize these. And then I've been trying to compile all of like more stuff that is extra or that I would use more on this side. So like I put like our tortillas and chips right here. This is like some of the food that is like, it was shoved to the back, so I kind of brought it forward, and some of it's new that I bought for me. I put a lot of the up here. There's like canned jars that my husband did. It's just some turkey broth and some jalapeno cowboy candy. I don't know that I'll actually ever use those. That's why I put them up really high. So for now, they're just gonna sit there. Kind of still need to work on areas like this right here, and then there's like stuff down here that needs to get organized. So, but little bit by little bit, I'm trying to organize the pantry so everybody can get their food in here. And it's because this kind of stuff bothers me. Just random piles of food. I really would like this clutter to be gone. It's just, I already have like enough anxiety and enough like stuff I need to try to figure out. I'm just like, I need to get the kitchen, I need the kitchen to be clear so my head could be clear. I've been like swirling on this for like a whole week now. I've been like just little by little every day getting up and doing something. And then in between that, I've been also like washing dishes every day. I vacuumed the floor today, and it's just like I'm having to expend all of my energy just doing regular household stuff when I need to be getting to things like this. It is warm. Oh, I'm gonna get my fan out and turn it on. I have my window open on this side, but not the other window on the other side. Somebody's mowing out there, so it'll get super loud if I open the window. Oi. Oh, better. I'm gonna rest for just a minute because it kind of wipes me out a little bit standing on my feet. But yeah, so I've just been working on the pantry a little bit. And I haven't really cooked a whole lot since last weekend when I filmed last. But all that food is still in the freezer. I haven't heated any of it up or anything. But today I am going to cook and do another cooking video for you. And we're just going to make like an easy spaghetti sauce and a really like kind of dump and go chile verde. It's kind of like a cheat version. And that's what I'm going to do because, yeah, I don't have the energy to do like a whole lot of just, you know, like real from scratch stuff. So we're going to make the big pots of stuff today, and then we're going to put some in those super cubes. And in the meantime, I will also be working to try to clear all of that food off of the counter now that I have some counter space. No, that's not what I mean. My brain is not working. Now that I have some pantry space. Already. This morning for breakfast, I did make like little tater tots and eggs and bacon, but I only ended up eating the eggs and the tater tots because the bacon was actually not very good. It had been open for like a week, and when I smelled it, it just smelled fine. But when I tasted it, like the fatty part tasted a little bit sour, so I was like, not eating that. So I threw the bacon out. So I have more bacon in the freezer, but yeah, there was like a few pieces left in the last package, and I thought I'd try it out because it smelled good, but it was not tasting good. I don't know what I'm gonna do for lunch. I was thinking like either like a chicken tender and some cup of noodle, maybe like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I don't know. But that will come pretty soon. And I do need to go change my shoes though, because I'm wearing like slippers, and that is not really good for me to be up on my feet in slippers. I need to go put my Crocs on or some tennis shoes on, just something a little bit more supportive under my foot. But in the meantime, you know, we're here. We're working on getting stuff done. I'm actually kind of like proud of myself because it really has been like for 19 months I like did nothing. And then now like here, I'm like here and I'm like doing things. I'm doing things. Like it's little things, and they're little things that people do every day, but they're big for me because honestly, how I mostly feel is I just can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered with anything. It's just been not good. So hopefully any of these like little like cooking habits, cleaning habits, and all that stuff that I'm trying to generate and create here, I'm hoping I can just like kind of transfer those back to when I get home. And I'm sure there will be an adjustment period where I'm going to get there and I'm going to feel sad and lonely and depressed, and that will probably last a few weeks. But I'm sure I'll be able to like bounce back stronger and be like more, I think, wanting to take care of things in my house, like cook for myself and things like that. So I'm very excited about wanting to do that. Yesterday was 4th of July. I didn't do anything. I stayed home and just watched TV all day. My daughter took me out for a walk like she always does, and then we went and got an ice cream cone. Oh, are you shaking? Sorry. Okay. My daughter took me out like she always does. We went and got ice cream after our walk. Then we went grocery shopping. I bought the stuff to cook for today's meals. And then, you know, it was 4th of July, so I bought us hot dogs for dinner last night. And yeah, so we had hot dogs for dinner last night, and we watched, what do you call that movie? I Know What You Did Last Summer, because it's a 4th of July movie. And so we watched that, and then she went to bed early because that's what she does. She likes to go to bed early. And I stayed up watching my shows, and I think I ended up going to bed really late. I think I watched TV until well after 11, like probably like almost midnight, because, you know, there were fireworks going off everywhere. It was just so loud. But I was surprised. They were like, I think everybody was pretty much done by like midnight, and it was pretty quiet after that. So that was nice. I felt like there wasn't as many fireworks as there normally is. But it did start like probably around 4 o'clock in the afternoon and didn't stop until about midnight. So it was just kind of intermittently. And it's really loud because, I don't know, the like main part of my house faces like the whole neighborhood. So, so everybody in the neighborhood who's lighting off fireworks is just like booming right into my house. But, you know. And then I saw on Facebook that Alaska had a tornado yesterday. Weird. Very weird. Apparently they do happen occasionally, but they are pretty rare. So, which is so weird because I've been watching these like storm chasing like TV shows and stuff, and it's just like, you know, learning about how tornadoes work and how they act, and so it was just really weird that all of a sudden we actually had a tornado here in Alaska. I mean, that's what I'm seeing on Facebook. It looked pretty real to me, so I don't know. Weird though. Anyway, just gonna relax now for a bit and watch my Golden Girls. Okay, gotta get some of this stuff cleaned up here so that I can utilize the space for the crock pot. We're gonna start with the chili verde first. We're gonna attempt the crock pot again. Okay. Slow cooker liners. Actually, I only have like one left. We're gonna use this. And then it'll make for easy cleanup later, and then I don't have to worry about scrubbing this big old crock pot. All right, here's the meat. I just got the pork shoulder country style ribs boneless, and that way I just have to cube it up. I don't really have to like do a lot of cutting. But I'm just gonna actually cut these into squares. And I will cut big fat chunks off like this because we don't want to eat that. Okay, I got one package cut open. Ugh. Now I'm actually gonna just go ahead and start seasoning this first layer. And salt. Always plenty of salt when you're doing pork. I always salt my pork a lot because it just tastes better. If you don't salt pork really well, it just doesn't taste great. And black pepper. A little bit of cumin. And I don't ever measure my seasonings. Usually I know how much I like to put on just by my own taste, but I don't know, lately my tastes have been like, my eyeballs and my tastes have been off, I guess, that's what I'm saying. So we'll see how this comes out, but onion powder and garlic powder, a lot of onion powder. I like a lot of onion powder in there. Now normally I would put fresh veggies, but I can't be bothered. I just can't. And here's my cheat verde sauce. So, yeah. And I like the Herdez brand, so that's what I like to use. I'm gonna pour half that jar right there. Okay. Now we're gonna cut the other half of the meat. So this is going to be about a total of 6 pounds of meat. Probably should have tried to do that much before when I was doing the other thing, but you know, it was kind of experimenting, so I didn't really want to overdo it. But in the future, I'll be making larger quantities of meat now that I know like how that freezer thing has come out. I think it came out pretty well. All right, now we're gonna finish this off. Some more salt. Actually, I want to put some broth in here too. Let me put the broth in there first so it kind of goes to the bottom a little bit. Maybe we should do like a cup. Is that about a cup? About a cup. I'm gonna do about a cup of broth because it's got a lot of fat in it and it's gonna make a lot of juice. Okay, that's good. Making a mess over here. All right, then we're gonna do black pepper. And then again with the cumin, like layering my flavors here. Then I don't have to give it a stir for a long while. I lightly do the cumin. I try not to do too much. Garlic powder. Onion powder. And then the rest of the green salsa. And that's all she wrote. That's my quick and easy dump and go chile verde. Put the lid on. It's on high and it's about almost 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna cook this for probably at least 4 hours, maybe 5 or 6. But we'll come back and check it probably in about 2 to 3 hours. So now I can wash this and put these spices away. Gotta wash this right here. Okay, let's check the chile verde.
Chile verde.
I'm just gonna give it a look-see. See if you can see it. There. Oh yeah, it looks good. Definitely. Oh yeah, they're still very firm. They need to go longer for sure. That pork is not done. It is still very firm. The rest from here is just dump and go. The meat is brown. Brios. Oh. Some tomato sauce. Some chicken broth to rinse. Okay. We're gonna go more garlic, onion, a little more Italian seasoning, and then we're gonna just let it simmer for a while. Get these sausages cooked. Get all this flavor to come together. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I think the chile verde is ready to go in the pink containers. It's still pretty hot, but I'm gonna just put it in here so that we can eat some of this for dinner. Yay! Yeah, this actually is gonna sit out for a long while and cool because that is super freaking hot. That is just super duper hot. Yeah, I think it's done. It's been cooking for like 2 hours. So I think that's plenty long enough.
Did you put wine in it?
No. I'm not that fancy. I'd have to
What kind of wine do you usually put in? Like just,
whatever you like to drink. I usually use a red for red sauce. But usually whatever you like to drink is what you would use.
Do you put that before or in the sauce?
I would do it in the sauce when I'm cooking it. Yeah, this is done too. So we're just gonna let this cool down for a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and put some of this in the pink containers as well. I'm gonna let this sit here for maybe a half an hour before I do that. But yeah, look at that, my sauce is done. So excited. And that is spicy sausage, so it is gonna be a spicy spaghetti. I'm very excited about that. All right, so I gotta get these in the freezer. I did 4 1-cups of the spaghetti sauce and just 1 2-cup of the spaghetti sauce. And then of the chile verde, I have 4 1-cups of that. So that, if I counted that as 1 cup a meal, that would be 10 meals here, plus I have 8 meals in there, so I have 18 meals already done. So I think that's probably good for a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to cook next time, but you know, start getting to eating on these things here pretty soon. I'm exhausted. It's, I don't know, like almost 11 o'clock at night. I think it's like 10:30. And so I gotta get this put in the freezer because they're finally cooled off enough I can do that. And then I'm not gonna clean up tonight. I'm exhausted. I mean, the reason I put my pajama shirt on is because when we went to ice cream, my milkshake, well, when we went to get milkshakes, I opened the top of my milkshake to eat the whipped cream off, and the milkshake spilled like all over me. So when I got home, I was like, oh, I'll just put my nightshirt on. And I know it's Christmas, but I love Christmas. So yeah, I've been just hanging out in my nightshirt all day. Anyways, let me get these in the freezer. Hey friends, it is the next day and it's like late afternoon. Yeah, my hair is like not great, but so I'm just, hanging out here by myself right now. My daughters are at work and yeah, so my grandkids are not here this week. So it's just a little bit more quiet. I did get my stuff finished last night, put in the fridge. Put in the freezer. I was up till like 10:30 waiting for that stuff to cool. Oh, but I was so exhausted last night. I can't even remember what I said last night on here. I slept till like 11 today. I was so tired. I'm just not used to, I guess, like, I know it's not a lot of physical activity, but it's like I'm not used to it. So it's like really wears me out. Plus, I'm really stressed out on top of it because I have a lot going on here. But yeah, I'm managing, making it through. And it's a beautiful sunny day today. So I'm really excited to go out for my walk today with my daughter. She gets off work, I think, in like an hour. So that'll be fun to go out. So, like really, it's been like just gray and it's been like nice weather. It's just been like really gray. And sprinkly off and on, but today is sunny, so that's even nicer. Yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy the time here with my kids. Also, why I didn't film a lot yesterday was my middle daughter came over and hung out for a few hours, so it was just nice. I had all 3 of my daughters here and we were all hanging out, and it was just a really nice evening to spend with them. And yeah, that's what the summer's all about. It's just here spending time with my kids. And, I keep saying my kids or my children, but they're adults. All of my kids are adults. My daughters are 33, 25, and 24 right now. And, so they're all grown. They all have their own lives. They all have jobs. So, that's why it's okay for me to bounce back and forth between here and California with my parents. You know, and I'm fortunate enough to not have to work right now at this time. So I get to pursue my hobby of YouTube, and I get to pursue traveling and all those things. So, you know, my kids are okay with that. They understand that I need to do what I need to do for myself, especially since my life's been turned upside down. So I made it through June. I've been here 4 weeks. Made it through 4th of July, which was a lot harder than I thought it would be. I feel like I'm always surprised when some of these days are like really hard. But 4th of July was like a day where it's like, I feel like people just expect me to be okay and like expect that I'm like, I don't know, for lack of a better word, over it. So, you know, I got people calling and asking, you know, if I have plans for the holiday or what I'm doing for the holiday, or, you know, and honestly, I'm still in a place where I don't want to celebrate. I don't feel like a celebration. I am, like, me celebrating is I get out of bed every day. Like, that's my celebration. And I can have few moments of smiles and laughter and maybe moments of joy, but that's all also overshadowed with my intense, extreme grief. I think that people just see me from the outside and just, it looks like I'm okay because I smile occasionally, I laugh occasionally, but honestly, I'm like so dead inside. And I just barely even want to figure stuff out most of the time. So celebrating, I'm not really up for that. And sometimes I feel like I do, like I want to celebrate, and I get all excited and I'll think that this time's going to be different. And then when it comes down to it, I actually don't want to do anything. I don't want to celebrate. I don't want to be happy. I just want to be. But that's just, you know. But I am in a lot better place than I was a year ago. So I am happy about that. And this time next year, I'll be in an even better place. And then the year after that, same. I know things will start to look up and I'll start to get better at moving on with life and at wanting to celebrate at some point in time. Something will change, something will, you know, just like help me move forward a little bit more. But I'm stuck right now, and I just really just need to just be and like just live and just exist right now. So all that's going to look like is me trying to transition from eating fast food all the time to cooking at home once in a while. It's going to look like me going from not ever cleaning anything to me cleaning a little bit. It's, you know, just, these are my little transitions that I can make right now. That's what I have the energy for. I don't have the energy to go out and celebrate things or go out and make a lot of friends or go out and like be around other people that I don't know. I don't have that capacity in me. I'm making baby steps though. And I love being here in the summertime. I don't have to have all the heat of how it is in California down there in the summer. So it's nice. I know when I go back, I'm going back in September, and I know it'll still be hot down there. But at least I'll have the majority up here. Be nice, cool, 50 to 60 degree weather all the time. And I love that. And I get like lots of daylight. So the daylight is really kind of uplifting. And on sunny days, it's even better because it's just sunny for, you know, like 20 hours a day. And that's nice. That's just my little thought about grief right now. It's kind of where I'm at in my grief thoughts head, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. You know, it is what it is. My thoughts, how I feel, and how I'm moving through this. But I got my like little bit of meal prep done. So, like I said, now I have like 18 kind of little meals prepped for throughout the next couple of months. I'm only here like, I think about 9 more weeks. I've been here 4. So I'm like about a third of the way through my trip already. Which is weird because it feels like the time's been moving really fast. Don't know if July is going to move really fast, but August, I don't know. I have like a lot of plans going on in August, so we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, we're just going to try to keep on keeping on. The first 3 weeks I spent adjusting to just being here. The last week I've spent kind of adjusting to like getting up and being more physically active in my own house, as far as like, shopping, washing dishes, food, laundry, like just, general cleaning, vacuuming, things like that. And, so I mean, adjusting to that, which is like kind of stuff like I don't even really do. I really haven't done much of in the last year and a half. So kind of crazy that like I'm feeling like good about like getting up and doing stuff. So like I said before, I'm really hoping the momentum I'm creating in just like kind of daily life, I'm hoping that I can, with that momentum will roll over into my life in California. And I feel like it will. So, because there's no reason to like go backwards on purpose. So we'll just keep moving forward. And who knows what the rest of the year will bring us. The first half of the year is over. It was like a long first half of the year, but I feel like at the same time it went really fast. We'll see how the next half of the year goes. I have a feeling the second half of the year is going to fly by. But we'll just try to be present, live in the moment, and take it one day at a time, because it's literally all we can do. I hope that you all decide to stick around with me, and I really thank you all so much for being here today. I truly appreciate it, and I love you so much. Bye!